people new to Reiki. Oh, Reiki, of course, Japanese, Japanese word. And simply put, Reiki is the energy of the universe. And to be more exact, I say Reiki, both means energy, but the source is different. I say 10, Rei, Chi, Ki. Rei energy comes from heaven. Then Ki energy comes from the earth. So we can say Reiki is the energy of heaven and earth. Not only in Japan, any other country, ancient time.
Welcome, I'm Diana Fels and thanks for joining me. I'm passionate about helping people transform for their own light to shine. I'm super excited to be in Kyoto, Japan in a temple, Bukko-ji Temple?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is Daizen-in. Daizen-in Temple.
Daizen Temple.
Yeah.
With Hyakuten Inamoto. He's a Buddhist Pure Land monk and had learned Reiki in 1998.
And started the year.
And a great Japanese teacher and one who travels the world teaching Reiki and his method of Kyoto Reiki. And so I first thought I might ask you, what was your journey and how did you get into Reiki?
Oh, Reiki. My first encounter with Reiki is thanks to a book on Reiki. Okay. I think that was about, let's see, how many? Anyway, 1994 or 5, in a bookstore in Kyoto, I found a copy of the book which say Reiki Ryoho. Okay. That was my first encounter. I never had the idea of Reiki or Reiki Ryoho.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That book was translated into Japanese from original English book published by Dr. Barbara Ray, one of the original 22 Reiki master from Takata Sensei. So, in a way, Reiki book, Reiki Ryoho book was my first encounter.
Lovely. And so what does Reiki mean to you, or how would you explain what Reiki is?
This is very difficult to explain what Reiki is, but in my Reiki classes, and to the people new to Reiki, I always say, oh, Reiki, of course, Japanese word, and simply put, Reiki is the energy of the universe, and to be more exact, I say Reiki, both means energy, but the source is different. I say 10, Rei, Chi, Ki. Rei energy comes from heaven. Then Ki energy comes from the earth. So we can say Reiki is the energy of heaven and earth. Not only in Japan, any other country, ancient time, people use heaven and earth to describe, the universe. Now, as a kind of a modern term, we use the universe. Yes, but still in Japan, sometimes we use heaven and earth, or ame tsuchi, tenchi. Yeah. So once again, Reiki is the energy of heaven and earth, or of the universe, which sustain all life, not only human, animal, plant. Okay.
And there's a concept of where everything and everyone, and that's a hard one to explain for someone who's in the West because they don't understand that you're everything, everyone, and the energy of the universe.
Usually we are not aware of this, energy of the universe. It's so natural. We just take it as granted.
Mm-hmm.
But come to think of it, you have your life, I have my life. life is only name. Where's my life? Where's your life? Yeah, we cannot see it. But our lives are sustained by the energy of the universe. Okay? But again, usually we are not aware of this. Okay? So, like the air, I always say, without the air, how long can you survive? Maybe 3 minutes. But we don't pay much attention to the air. So natural. We just take it as granted. Same with the Reiki energy of the universe. We never think, oh, my life is supported or sustained by the energy of the universe.
So you talked about a concept of no separation or interwoven. Can you explain a bit more of that?
It's one of the central teaching of the Buddha. He say, everything is interconnected or interdependent with each other. In other words, it's a concept of oneness. Everything connected, interdependent. That's the law of the universe. Yeah. So, to me, the practice of hands-on healing is kind of a gateway to that world of oneness, beyond duality. But we have to know we live in the world of duality. Yes, good or bad, yeah, strong, weak, young, old, man, woman, rich, poor, yeah, that's our reality.
And so do you have sort of something, words of wisdoms that you would have, that you would tell people, to help them with their Reiki?
Could you repeat?
Like, do you have sort of any words that you would like to say about people who are practicing Reiki and how to keep that practice going, or that fire going?
Okay, anyway, Reiki Ryoho, hands-on healing practice, so simple. Anybody can place their hand on themselves, on the other. Yeah, so simple, yes. But my teaching is, place your hands, then surrender to Reiki, okay? Then smile, that's all, yes. So placing a hand, anybody can do. Smile, yes, we can smile, or at least we can try to smile. Yeah. But surrender to Reiki, very difficult. Yes. I believe because of our ego, I have my ego, you have your ego, because of the ego, we find it very difficult to surrender to Reiki, leave the situation, leave things in a good hand of Reiki. Yeah, because our ego tempts us to think that I am doing my Reiki healing to help my friends, my family, me. That's ego.
Yeah, and it's a hard one because we get attached. We get attached to what we're doing and attached to the outcome and attached to making something change or shift.
So that's why, like you mentioned, because of the attachment, we suffer a lot. We have a lot of pain. Yeah. So I always say from attachment rise suffering. Okay.
And that's a difficult one because I'm very analytical. So that was one that I had to learn my lesson is let go of the outcome. And the more you let go and be open and trusting, the more seems to transform.
So again, because of ego, we find this so difficult to surrender. And once again, Reiki hands-on healing practice is all we can, or the best we can do is place our hand. So easy. But like I always say, Reiki hands-on healing, two aspects or two practice. one healing practice, another spiritual practice, like a gasho, together, cannot be separated. Yeah, that's why as a healing practice, so simple, but it's is, like I said, one, with a spiritual practice. So when it comes to spiritual practice, I always say it's never-ending path. Okay, we have to keep on going. Simple thing, again, again, again. Most of the people, in a way, get bored because simple thing, again, yeah. They tend to look for new things, new toy, yeah. But it's not the way. Simple thing, again, again, again. That's the only way. Yeah.
And it's a journey that I've learned. You got to just keep practicing,
Yeah,
and the same thing. But I love what you called it. You sort of made it very simple by saying hand, surrender, and smile.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard that some years ago, it sort of got, because I've been delving into more of the Zen practices and a lot of these metaphors, and then I was expecting, because you're a monk, I was expecting this metaphor or something. And then when you said that, I was like, is that it? Like, I was expecting a Zen kind of statement, and that's something you had to ponder on. So when you said that, I thought, well, great, well, that's what it is. It is simple.
But again, when it comes to Reiki hands-on healing, we are not supposed to expect anything. There will be no expectation because, like I mentioned, we have to surrender 100% to Reiki. Once you surrender to Reiki, how can we expect something good or something negative? If we expect something good or good result, even negative result, we don't surrender to Reiki. Yes, that's why very difficult. And we always, in our daily life, whatever we do expect hopefully good positive results. That's why we get disappointed. Yeah. So no expectation means no disappointment. Yeah. So yeah, I believe as a Reiki practitioner, once we surrender to Reiki, we never get disappointed. Yeah. We just take the result, whatever, good or bad. Yeah. So in other words, it's a difficult part of this simple hands-on healing practice. Yeah. Then one more thing before I forget, when we practice Reiki healing, I always say don't use your left brain, thought, theory, reason, logic, Use your right brain, which is intuition. In other words, follow your heart. That's the best way. That's the most ideal way. Okay. But again, as a human, we tend to think and think. To think is okay, but think too much, we get lost. Okay. Yeah. So again, simple practice, but very difficult practice. It's a lifelong, ongoing, never-ending path.
Yes, keep stoking that fire.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for joining me and actually sharing some of your words of wisdom.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been my great pleasure.
Yeah.
Wow, what an amazing session with Hyakuten Inamoto. His words of wisdom are very profound. I really love his work. He's a great teacher, and I'm feeling very blessed. If you like what you heard today, hit the like and subscribe button below. What's one big takeaway you got from today? Would love to hear it. Put it in the comments below. Peace to you all and keep shining your light.